Resident Evil Survival Unit, the mobile game that nobody asked for and nobody will play. This isn't the first time Resident Evil has gone mobile. There's been a host of crossovers with the brand over the last few years, one such game Survival Unit copies from directly, and before that Resident Evil was no stranger to mobile. But let's face it, this is simply a case of chasing trends and chasing money. Development costs are often a topic of conversation when it comes to video games in the modern era. Companies claim game development is too expensive, and consumers say game prices are too expensive. All the while, publishers quietly funnel millions of dollars into these random projects that nobody asked for, which are destined to fail, ultimately inflating costs and overall development within the company. These rising financial demands are more often than not a result of poor planning and bad business decisions. So when they blame the cost of development and push rising costs onto you, you really shouldn't stand for it. But I digress. Let's talk about why this mobile game shouldn't exist and its bizarre reveal. This is another instance of Capcom abandoning innovation in favor of following trends, or in this case blatantly copying an existing game's design, a game that already has countless copies on the market. Let's not sugarcoat it. Survival Unit is essentially a reskinned State of Survival, which given the backing this game's received is pretty surprising and comes across as very lazy. Survival Unit has had over 3 years in development, which is a lot for a mobile game, was given a nearly 30-minute long video presentation, and has a website created specifically to build hype and rack up pre-registrations. They also have high-profile industry names involved, including Shinji Hashimoto, former Final Fantasy brand manager, Masachika Kawada, one of the current Resident Evil producers, and Yoshitaka Amano, famed artist known for Final Fantasy illustrations and some high-profile anime like Vampire Hunter D. Again, why are we dropping all this money on these people who are likely very expensive on a shitty knockoff mobile game? Answer: microtransaction money. All that aside, let's look at the game itself. Survival Unit is adopting the tired parallel universe approach as to not damage the series' canon narrative, and thank God, because this Castlevania-ass thing plays a significant role in the story. I was hoping this kind of conflicting gothic monster design thing would die with Village, but here we are. You play as a knockoff Ethan Winters looking character named Protagonist. Which, what? How do you make a generic version of an already generic character like Ethan fucking Winters? Anyway, Protagonist is being held captive and experimented on by Umbrella. He has to escape and recruit others to survive the zombie outbreak. The game takes place during the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3, featuring many characters from that timeline, including Leon, Claire, Kendo, Carlos, and some niche characters like Becca from Resistance, Alyssa from Outbreak, and many others. This will be a gacha game after all, where a core mechanic is collecting and upgrading a variety of characters that you'll constantly be encouraged to just buy with money dollars, otherwise you'll be spending hundreds of hours collecting tens of thousands of character fragments for a weak-ass level 1 Leon Kennedy. I'm not angry. In addition to that fun, you'll be gathering resources and building structures that will literally take hours and up to days to complete if you don't spend real money. You'll periodically go on missions with your acquired characters to scavenge for resources to expand your base, and somewhere in between all this, you'll have conversations with your team and progress through the story. Resident Evil Survival Unit will be free to play, of course, and you can pre-register right now through their website. The game still has a few months of development left, but it's expected to launch by the end of 2025.